Hello and welcome to another Bushwhacker review. Today we are going to be taking a look at Steve Park's Burger King Chevy for DEI from 1997. As always, take a quick look at the box. This is an Elite diecast, so you have the old Elite box. Got a big gold E and Elite on the front of the box. Adult collectible 124 scale Elite car. Officially licensed product, handcrafted in China. You see they made a total of 3,500 of these things. Back then even the Elites had really high numbers. Down the side, you got a bunch of ghosted E logos with 1E Elite, 124 scale Elite car, action performance companies. Down the side, you got limited edition collectible. On the back of the box, you got Action, the most respected name in motorsports collectibles. And you, of course, have some copyright and such on the bottom of the box, like today. Anyways, let's get down to the car itself. Honestly, a really nice paint scheme. This was Steve Park's Cup debut, which happened to happen at Watkins Glen. He initially attempted Pocono first, but DNQ'd that race. DI was definitely a little bit choppy in the early years. This year they attempted 8 races, DNQing 4 of them, with the best finish of the race they actually made was only 15th. And the other races were like 33rd and 41st. His debut at Watkins Glen, he started 12th, a very nice starting position, but ended up 33rd by the end of the race. Anyways, let's do a quick 360 of this car. Like I said, just a really nice paint scheme. The black with the bright neon orange and yellow kind of grading effect with the pictures of the food on the quarter panels. Absolutely love this car. Sad these are probably noticing this is on the infamous Action Fat Ass mold, as I like to call it. Those weird molds in the mid-90s that Action made that were always just weirdly disproportioned, wide, flat, just not very good molds. No idea what happened and why these were made the way they were, but Action knew they weren't good because, you know, back in like 1998, a couple years later, they redid all their molds and they made them better. There's a reason why whenever they make a classic car, they use the kind of 1998 like updated mold, and they're never going to use this mold again, if they even have any of these molds anymore. But anyways, let's get down to sponsors. On the hood, you have that nice classic Burger King logo. Got Chevy Monte Carlo, number 14. Got the Elite detailed grille down there, something that the RC would not have. Down the side, you got Burger King. You got a Coca-Cola Classic cup, a Whopper, and a bag of fries right there. Nothing on the C post. On the B post, you have a DEI logo, AC Delco, and Sykin's. Has your regular contingencies up front, but no Winston Cup logo, Bud Polaroid logo, or a NASCAR A post logo, for some reason. Well, I think they used to not put some of the, or they didn't have the licensing for Winston Cup or something weird like that, because a lot of these old cars don't have that, but not sure why it doesn't have the NASCAR logo. On the back bumper, you have just Whopper, number 14 Chevy, and that weird little, like, evil Burger King logo that they used to use. Kind of glad to get rid of that one. And you got the same stuff down the other side, as usual. Take a look under the hood. You can see that nice Elite engine detail. Definitely better than what we have today. Got wires and everything down there. Take a look under the deck lid. Got your typical fuel cell and such back there. Still no roof flaps at this point, but they are kind of cut out. The Elites did have an antenna back then even. Little tiny weird one, but it is an antenna. The interior is also more detailed on these Elites. Has a cloth window net. You see you got a little wire going to the steering wheel. It's got seat belts and everything. A lot of stuff the ARCs did not have back then. Also has metal braces on the windows. There's the underside of the car if you want to see that. These were even stamped back then. This is number 208. Kind of a low number out of 3,000. But you can see even the bottom side has some wires and stuff and is pretty detailed. Just a really cool car. Like I said, not a whole lot to talk about with a car like this. This does come with a few things. You have a little like certificate of authenticity or just saying how great RCCA and Elites are. Got a picture of Steve right there at Watkins Glen wearing a hat with that logo on it. Nothing on the back. This also does come with a little Elite car cover. That's the kind of thing that you're into. Like I said, Steve Park's just a really good driver. It's a shame what happened to him. Like, he probably could have been he could have done a lot of stuff in his career if he didn't get injured so much. He had just some of the worst luck of any drivers. I mean, he won 2 races in that era of NASCAR. That takes skill. You don't win 2 races in this era of NASCAR by luck. And it wasn't like they were rain wins or plate track wins. No, he got 2 wins on his own. Once at Watkins Glen, which is funny because that's where he made his debut. And then, of course, at Rockingham in 2001. Like, I kind of hated when Black Flags Matter literally listed him as a bust. He made a NASCAR bust video for Steve Park. Like, a guy that wins 2 races in that era, and neither of them were just like plate track rain luck wins, is not a bust. Like, come on, man. I definitely was not happy about that. I've met Steve Park. He owns a Battery and Bulbs Plus store down in North Carolina, and you can go and maybe you'll be able to find him there. I got a couple cars autographed, talked to him when I was down there. Really nice guy, really fun guy. Like I said, he probably could have achieved a lot more if he didn't get injured. He just had some terrible, terrible luck. Like, he was a really fast driver, but, you know, he got injured badly like 2 or 3 different times, and to no fault of his own. That's the sad part. But anyways, if you want this car, it is not too hard to get, as most late 90s, early 2000s cars are. So just kind of a cool paint scheme. I love that it has the old Burger King logo and everything. Just like I said, just a really cool looking car. Nice and simple, perfect 90s car. But I think it's $3 to say, this has been a review of Steve Park's Burger King Chevy from 1997. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.